Indeed, the pick and ban phase has started, and so far, it doesn't look like we're doing any bans at this point. And we have seen SK, first pick went for Tassadar.
Yeah, Tassadar, really nice how he can control the battlefield, but at the same time deals so much damage. On the other side, we see Tigers being picked up and a Nubarak.
Very similar to their comp from last game, very interesting. And it looks like SK are currently hovering over Tyrael. We haven't seen any confirmation of it in the chat, but it could be Tyrael. Very good for the engage. We may be seeing a mixture of champions we've already seen so far.
Yeah, and I guess that in Heroes of the Storm there are so many possible combinations. You could go for the global combination that we've done before, right, Thatcher? Remember that one?
Yes, I remember it. I invented it.
You invented it. Alright, so now Zeratul being picked up by Rawl.
It's still hovering over it. We haven't seen the confirmation in the chat. He's still
random,
rolling around.
Random. He's going random. Everybody random. That would be funny.
All random, all mid. That's today's video, in fact, which I will put live after we are done. So if anyone wants to watch it, go to touch.co.uk and you will see a little Heroes of the Storm ARAM video.
And of course later on Twitch, on YouTube.com/the Tekno link, you can find all the VODs of this tournament. So for those who are new to the stream, this is the stream of me, Tekno link. I'm here with Thatcher, and we're going to be bringing you all the Heroes action here. In conjunction with ESL, of course, because they are the ones hosting the cup. And for those who do not know, what is Heroes of the Storm? It's a MOBA, but it's not a MOBA. I think that's a good definition, right?
It is a very good definition. People like Blizzard never seem to refer to it really as a MOBA. They refer to it more as a hero brawler, and I think that's a bit more accurate. It does have the standard sort of free lane composition that most MOBAs have, but it plays not like any MOBA you have ever seen.
Ooh, Uther and Tyrael.
Very solid picks. That's a double support, but Uther with the Divine Storm, incredible CC, and Tyrael, you won't get much better engagement than you do with a Tyrael.
Yeah, just jump in, deal a lot of damage, and even if you die, you still blow up like... I don't know, what blows up? It's like a
it's about 500
gas
worth of damage, I believe, on his back.
That's quite a bit. That's quite a bit. Uther and Tyrael have been picked up. We can't see them, though.
I can see Tyrael, but I can't see who has selected Uther, so...
I guess that's one of the bugs with the spectator mode.
I can't even see Starzerg. Like, he's not even on my screen. He's picked Tychus. That's one of the many issues with this game at the moment. But it is an alpha. It's only going to get better.
Yeah, definitely. For those who are wondering how do you get into the alpha, well, make sure to head over to your battle.net account and select that you want to be in the Heroes of the Storm beta. Every so often, Blizzard sends out a wave of invitations, and maybe you can also join in. Make sure to also take a second look at sites that say, well, I have some Heroes keys for you, because there are none. There are no keys, there's no way to get into Alpha other than getting an invite via your Battle.net account. And that one comes straight out of Blizzard, and that's how it works. And is that another Tychus? No.
No, it looks like Tychus is on our lead and it's just finally registered. So we're currently waiting for Kartoffel to pick their next hero. And I'm very curious, there seem to be, once again, so far, they are very similar composition to last time, but they don't have access to Uther like they did last time. Sorry, they don't have access to Tyrael like they did last time. Their opponents had Uther, and they also don't have access to Tassadar. They're going for Falstad Arthas. Falstad's someone we haven't seen in this.
One thing I do want to note is that mirror matches are allowed.
This is true. I believe so. So
they still have the ability to take the Gundam.
Yes, it
but
doesn't
Falstad on Arthas is interesting. I mean, I like Falstad, but I don't really see how it's going to fit into the composition.
Falstad has a lot more burst damage than some of his teammates. We're seeing SK going for Vala and Stitches here. Very interesting picks there. A lot of damage possibility.
I'm pretty sure that was... Yeah, that's their full comp, but they have a lot of damage, and they have a lot of CC to keep the enemy team away from Vala.
This is very
I like the setup. I like the setup by SK Gaming. They have Stitches to hook people in. They have Tyrael and Tassadar to keep Vala safe. And then they have Uther, who does pretty much the same thing. So now finally they pick up a Malfurion. So a lot of burst damage on the team of Kartoffel. Whereas SK is going for the more standard composition that you see in most MOBAs.
Indeed, Kartoffel is going for the double assassin, double warrior with a support, whereas SK have got 2 supports on their team. We need to ready up as well, I have just remembered. So
we
otherwise they
need to
cannot
ready
start
up.
the game. Yeah. Whereas SK are going for 2 supports, 2 warriors, and an assassin. But their assassin, very high damage. Valor is definitely one of the highest damage assassins in the game, but she can be burst down by a good Falstad. So she needs to be very careful. Falstad, very good at dashing past all the CC and protection that SK could have, as well as Tigers. Actually, they could burst down Valor very quickly. So they're gonna need to be careful.
Yeah, but fortunately they have a very, very massive front line in Stitches and in Uther. So it's even if you can jump past the front line, you also have the shields and heals coming out of Uther and Tassadar, and I believe that Tyrael also has a shield.
Tyrael indeed does give a shield to everyone in the surrounding area on his team, including minions and, for example, Anubrax's bugs.
Yeah, so another thing, and this is something I want to show to the observers. How do you... Yeah, and this is a little bit of a question. How do you show what abilities have been chosen?
If you hit tab and then go on show talents, and that will show you what talents your team has taken.
Exactly. So, well, now we finally have a way to see what everybody was taking, because last game you were talking about talents, and I was like,
how do I do that?
How do I do that? Yeah. Well, for me, it's also a learning experience, because this is the first time that I'm using the observer mode. So, oh wait, what? Mirror matches are allowed. Apparently, they didn't.
They didn't know that, so I think they may go through the pick and ban phase again. We're seeing a lot of people unready here.
Yeah. I believe mirrors are allowed.
No one told us. It's... Oh dear.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Dear.
Rip information.
It really doesn't matter. Good luck, have fun. I love how.
Yeah, it looks like they're just going to go with their comps anyway. Well, this is the first one that ESL have done. And I would like to point out the head admin for this doesn't actually have access to the game. He's doing it out of the kindness of his heart and just trying to get the game going, even though he's not even in it himself yet. So big props to him. This tournament will only get better as time goes on.
Right. So for now, it's Curse Hollow. It's a different map from last time. On this map, you have to collect tributes. I believe you have to collect 3 tributes, and the moment you do so, you curse your enemies. And by cursing your enemies, that means that all their minions are reduced to 1 hit point, and their forts and towers will not attack. So that's like a huge pushing potential. It's very important that the team that gets the tributes also sets up a push the moment they get the tributes, and not while they have the tributes active. We saw that in one of our games lately, Thatcher.
Indeed, this is very true. And I would like to point out, it is in fact possible, if you cannot push with the tribute, you need to capitalize on it. Your opponents will be defending if the curse is activated. So it's very important to, if you can't get your push going, to take control of the map. You take any mercenaries you can, you grab all watchtowers. You need to be in control if there is a curse.
The battle begins in 10 seconds.
So would you like to introduce some of the players?
No, you go ahead. I see Raw is playing on Tyrael, and I see that Stitches is being used by...
I'm going with BKB.
BKB, Burger King. We're going to call him Burger King.
Indeed.
We have links on I forgot the name again. Falstad.
Linked is on Uther.
Uther, yeah.
Yes, the Lumberjack Uther, very nice skin. We have Beezy on the Tassadar, and in the bot lane we have Valor, which is fresh. We're currently seeing a little bit of a wander into the jungle by some of Kartoffel, but doesn't look like they're going to get anything down. Oracle was dropped by Tassadar, so they were all spotted.
I like how this is being played out for now. 2-man gank in the top lane, so it might be very bad for Carrion.
Hook is available. Are they going to do it? There's a hook into Uferstud. It's incredibly deadly, and Tyrael can just engage on that so quickly. I think they're trying to wait for the... Oh, the hook misses!
So unfortunate.
BKB,
so
I'm so sorry.
The same is happening in the bottom lane. Look at Fresh.
Oh, yeah. This is true. Let's get ready. Fresh a lot squishier. If he pushes up too far, then we will see the engagement. Stars are currently just spinning on his Griffin right now. And here we go.
But Fresh is able to tumble out of there.
Knockup does hit, but the tumble was already in animation, so Fresh was able to get out. Take some harass, though, from Starzerg, and it looks like the lanes are beginning to normalise. We're seeing, though, BZ and BKB taking the easy camp, so they're going to get a bit of a push in the top lane. Not the same happening for Kartoffel at the moment, but they're going to try and go in on the back of Link. Knockup does completely miss. Tychus goes in, and Link is just running towards the top lane at the moment, hoping his teammates will come down, and they will come down because they're coming from the easy camp as well. Here's the engagement. This is going to very quickly turn in the favour of SK. And here's the engagement. Ali able to dash out, but Tyrael does have a teleport, goes in, and down goes Tychus. And Amur going to have to get out of there, and he does, but that is first blood for SK.
And you can see 1 minute, 2 minutes into the game, and stuff is already happening, and this is pretty much defining for Heroes of the Storm.
Indeed, very, very fun. And we're still seeing the giants, the golems, yeah, it was giants, sorry, that were taken by SK, are now going to help push in that top lane. There's going to be no way that Malfurion, of all people, is going to be able to kill these before significant damage is done. The minions are pushing up, and Malfurion's dropping all his spells, but at the same time, we are seeing that Kartoffel is in the bottom lane, killing off these giants before, in advance of the tribute spawning.
Yeah, but for now, those tributes aren't going to be that effective. They need 3 of them, and they spawn at, I believe, 3-minute intervals. So that's here we go. This is the first tribute. 10 seconds until it spawns. So most likely we're going to see a gank in the bottom lane. Fresh in a lot of trouble. He is dodging left, right, and center, but
ice down.
No chance there. The ice, baby.
Yeah, BKB coming in to try and get a return kill, but hooks a minion, no chance, and that gives Kartoffel really nice area control for this. Linked is there, going to be able to deny the channel for a little bit, but he's in serious trouble. We're seeing 4 members of Kartoffel are there, and they're going to be able to drive back the Stitches, get the tribute, and no one dies for them. So the kills have evened up, and Kartoffel takes the first tribute, but they did lose a little bit of an XP advantage because of that, because they were not in lanes.
I like how Team Kartoffel was actually defending their own tribute. They were making sure that neither Stitches nor Arthas was able to get near the tribute to cancel the channel. And you cancel a channel by dealing damage or CCing an enemy hero. That's how it works. And the way that Kartoffel positioned themselves, there was no fear of being ganked by other members from SK. But at the same time, they were in such a position that they could engage the moment somebody got hooked in.
Indeed, Ral currently scouting out.
Ali in the mid lane, in a lot of trouble.
Oh.
Yeah, that's the end of him.
Yeah, it does go down. Ral also went to the enemy hard camp, was able to force a cancel on it. So the Kartoffel hard camp has not been taken, and looks like the entirety of SK is moving up to the top lane to try and get their hands on Karrion.
Yeah, Karrion's very, very, very passive. His towers have already run out of bullets, so that's also a very bad thing. Especially, you were talking about Malfurion, how he doesn't really have the wave clear that you want. Of course, he has some, but not all that much. Oh, the hook again! Karrion in a lot of trouble.
They're body blocking him, trying to keep him away from his gate. If he gets behind that gate, there's almost no way they're going to stop him, and he gets behind it. Gonna be able to get away. Fabio throws in the knock-up as well, just in case he don't want to decide to push on. Tribute is up, and I would like to point out, the enemy team... SK did once again was able to deny that hard camp because they were able to throw down a clairvoyance, and that way Kartoffel were not happy about going onto it because when their opponents had vision, they are going to bribe it this time and they are going to take it. Ral going to move in. It looks like Stitches is there with him. BKB going to look like to see if they can possibly get Starzo. They get Starzo, but the barrel roll away, and now Fabio is going to move in, but they are now outnumbered. We have 4 members from SK there. Ali is on the wrong side off the fence for this, and while all this is going on, Fresh in the bot lane, just going to wander up and take this tribute.
Yeah, you know, even the worst part about all of this is the fact that SK is getting ahead in experience. Team Kartoffel is reacting to SK, and as a result, they do not always have a hero in the lane. And you can see it in the experience bar, which is already filling up rapidly for SK. They will get their hero abilities first. And that means that if a tribute were to spawn in the next, say, 30 seconds, SK is going to take that one home because, well, you cannot fight enemy heroes without your own heroic ability.
10, and they have 10. And Ali is engaged instantly upon with the level 10. Down comes the engagement came out from Ral, but Kartoffel did come down, but Tychus does pop. And the entirety of SK are going to be able to walk out of this. Starzerg does come in, but he's not going to be able to engage on this. There's 4 people here. They are down a person, and here we go. Fresh actually came in from the back. He's going on Starzerg. Hunkering Arrow continuing to give him vision. There's the strafe. Damage going down. There's the knock-up as well from Fabio. Able to save his teammate. Very well played there by Fresh, but Fabio just not having it.
And now they're going to also hit level 10 here, so we might have an even battle for the next tribute. Let's take a quick look at what talents have been selected, especially the heroic ones. We're looking at Gorge for Stitches on the blue team, so that's SK's Gorge, allowing someone to consume an enemy hero.
Indeed, very useful to eliminate some of the high damage people from the fights, and incredibly good to possibly disable someone with any kind of channel ult, like remove Tychus or remove Arthas, who has taken Army of the Dead. He can't consume his minions to get health back if he's suddenly inside Stitches.
But now though, both teams are fighting for the tribute. Fabio coming in, knocking up Raw, but Raw together with the rest of his team. Oh, it's one of the Beatles that actually takes the hook. So this is very good for the team of Kartoffel. SK starting to converge here. It's a full 5-on-5. Who is going to take this one home? It looks like SK has a little bit of a level advantage, but that's not going to last too long. They have to go in, and here's the engage.
There's the judgment straight up to mouth in the back, and the Divine Storm came down as well. Odin is popped, but there's nothing shutting down SK at this point. Down goes pretty much everyone. Fabio somehow able to escape. Starzerg was out of there straight away, and yeah, that is full control for SK. More trying to get in to try and do some counter harass, but Linked going to be able to take this tribute with relatively little difficulty at this point.
In the back, actually, Raw was able to take down Tychus as well, so it's a 2-for-0 right now. And if they also pick up the tribute, actually Fabio going in again, Link's taking a lot of damage, but look at the damage they're turning around onto Armor and Fabio. They both go down, and that means that this tribute is going to go the way of SK. This is so intense right now. They just need one more tribute, actually. They're consistently walking away from the channel. Interesting choice here by SK.
SK very eager to get back into the battle, also pulling in the Malfurion, which could possibly just simply drop a Moonfire to cancel the channel. Also possibly a risky play, but they could have maybe got the kill on it. But no such luck in this case. It is currently 7 kills to SK in favour of 1 for Kartoffel. Kartoffel really not having a very good time in getting control here. They do still have a tribute of their own though, so they can bring it back.
Yeah, they really need the next tribute. They need to get themselves some experience. They need to force SK to react to them instead of reacting to SK. And maybe then they can get that experience back. Should they somehow be able to nuke down 2 heroes of SK, then they're back at the same spot that SK is. But for now, Fabio, Armor and Carrion are going for the Grave Golem. So this is a very, very risky play.
Indeed, they're grabbing the Grave Golem, however, when the tribute is up. And here we go, SK moving in. They were able to clairvoyance to get vision of this, and they're completely engaging here. Fabio has just left. Odin has been popped, but so has Archon. And the Golem is reset, so because no one was attacking it for a while. And there's the judgment onto Arthas. Shockador does come in, but SK able to get a kill and are going to be able to escape.
They're not really going to escape, they're going to turn it around onto the Grave Golem, so they're going to take it for themselves. Smart move by SK. They know that some of the abilities are down right now. Starzerg gets pulled in, this might be very bad. Link also taking a lot of damage here. Will he survive? Nice heal there onto Link. Link's still alive. Ali with the spin and run. Run and gun, I believe, from Ali. Doing so much damage, and it's a battle for the Grave Golem.
Indeed, and this time, Kartoffel do actually have control of it, and it's gonna drop very low, and it doesn't look like Rahl is gonna try and deny it. And Kartoffel taking back control, able to get it, but while all this is happening, Fresh has run bot lane, and he's gonna get that tribute, which will give his team the curse, which is gonna allow them a big counter push.
Oh, is he actually? Starzerg is already here, so all he has to do is cancel the channel. Channel has been cancelled, but Fresh turns it around. But it was just enough time for Ali, Fabio and Faramar to get there. Fresh has to fall back.
Get out of there, Fresh. Fresh is serious danger here. There's a lot of CC coming his way. In this case,
Fresh
gonna bring back that tribute, which brings the tributes up to 2-2, getting his team back in the game. And they're just going to chase onto Linked here. There's the knock-up misses, in fact. Everything misses. No CC. There's the Divine Storm. There's the Strafe. Stitches is there as well. Strafe is cancelled due to the knock-up of Fabio. And this is a very difficult fight here for SK due to how low they are. And numbers advantage was also in favour of Kartoffel there.
And you have to give credit to Kartoffel here, because they did manage to win a fight while behind. And that's very hard in Heroes of the Storm. But eventually their positioning and the fact that one of their heroes actually came back on time allowed them to win that fight. It was also a bribe coming out onto the EC mercenary camp, so they're going to get the siege golems. And with 2 tributes on both sides, The next tribute is going to be the game breaker.
Where's it spawning? That spawns on the SK side, so they're going to automatically have a home field advantage of getting it, but that's not going to stop Kartoffel trying. They're in fact pushing down this mid lane pretty heavily just to try and get some map control and all group up. SK pulling back to this tribute area, just trying to get a position. And Starzerg, and he's gorged! The entire team pulling back onto this. Fabio also engaging it, but Starzerg popped instantly. Archon is popped. Odin is popped. The strafe is not going to be cancelled this time. Full amount of damage goes down. And I don't see SK losing this one.
Yeah, but however, they do lose Arceus, and now Fabio getting pulled in. That's going to be end. Carrion very, very low. BC still chasing him down. Armor soaking up so much damage, but finally goes down. And we were talking about how SK can't really lose this. Well, they didn't. 4-1 in kills. And now the curse is real. You can already see the minions down to 1 hit point. And that's going to be huge, as none of the turrets are firing as well. They're actually... Oh, they're actually going for the Grave Golem instead of just pushing out.
Indeed, I'd point out, incredible micro here. They were able to do all that damage, taking almost 0 hits with just Tassadar and Vala there. Incredible micro.
Yeah, I have to say, it's very hard to do so, and it's quite reminiscent of all those other boss enemies in other MOBAs.
Indeed, Starzerg. You don't want to be there, Starzerg.
Starzerg, bad idea.
Oh no! Are we going to see a judgment just to make sure he doesn't get away?
This
There's
is hook,
the
line, and sinker, man.
Yeah, displacement came out from Materials Q. Yeah, that was very strong
also,
there.
A Grave Golem with no resistance from the forts. That Grave Golem is going to run rampant in that bottom lane, and if unchecked, it will take down their keep. For now, though, the team of SK is moving towards the mid lane. They're catching on to Carrion.
Down goes Malfurion. Did it's just oh my god, the long range fishing hook completely taking out Tychus. Very nice there, and they're going to be able to take down this fort even when the curse is over. Fabio gonna deep tunnel out of there, did not want to be there.
Yeah, you know, the worst part about all of this is also that SK is now on the hard camp on the side of Team Kartoffel. They have all the camps, they have all the mercenaries, they're 3 levels up ahead, and it's going to be pretty much impossible for Team Kartoffel to get back unless SK runs into the core or something. I'm not entirely sure what they could do to pull it back.
Indeed, but we have to remember, due to the anti-snowballing effects in Heroes of the Storm, every kill that Kartoffel does get now is worth a lot more XP than kills SK get. And that is just to help them get back into the game, to try and make the games a little less one-sided that go like this. And they do still have 2 tributes. If they can get the next tribute, they will get a curse. And any kill they get on that can bring them back into the game. So this is far from over.
Yeah, and also to put a soft note on the anti-snowball mechanic. In the past, there used to be that you would get experience over time if you were behind.
Yeah,
that has been removed.
Yeah,
it has been removed. Just yeah, I believe that
value was lost.
Yeah, definitely. But the advantage of the anti-snowball mechanic is that even if you're ahead, you cannot make mistakes. You have to continue the pressure, or else the enemy team is going to get back. And you can see SK all clustered up in the jungle of Kartoffel, but Kartoffel really does not want to fight here. They just want to farm up a little bit, get themselves some experience, and also they have to stop.
Oh my god! Oh my god! I'm so sorry. No, Fabio, you don't want to be in there. Mistakes were made. Good knock up though. He's gonna try and burrow charge out, but yeah, that was a mistake to go in there by Fabio. And now SK are just gonna take this Grave Golem that literally just spawned and get them even more map control.
Yeah, with the Grave Golem in the top lane, and also the Siege Golems in the top lane, it's going to be pretty much impossible for the team of Kartoffel to fight back against this one. Their turrets are already running out of shots, and they're taking a lot of damage from the Siege Golem.
Oh my god!
Carrion,
does he ever miss?
Gets
He's
destroyed.
Gonna do a body block.
Rawl actually rolls inside the Siege Gate, but he's able to jump out of there.
Yeah, very nice there. And I would like to point out the Stitches even pulled off a little hook trap there, trapping his opponent in a body block position so that they could not escape even if they wanted to. Oh, that was close.
Yeah, so for now, 4 versus 5 plus Siege Grave Golem plus the Siege Giants. This fort is, or rather, this keep is not long for this world. Next we have to engage here. Here's the Odin coming out.
Indeed, Odin's going to pop very quickly though. It was completely body blocked in, no escape. It was just a little bit of extra health, but The numbers are so heavily in SK's favour at this point. Down goes Arthas as well. It's just Starzerg. No, sorry, there goes Arthas. It's just Starzerg. Hook misses. Starzerg gonna keep surviving for the moment, but I don't see this game lasting much longer.
Yeah, they're on the core. Core already taking a lot of damage. Grave Golem is a little bit distracted by the tower. Really doesn't like getting a massage. Laser coming out from Starzerg, but that's definitely not going to be enough. SK slowly but surely whittling down the core. It's down to 50%, and there's nothing the team of Kartoffel can do. SK Gaming advances to round number 3 of the Community Cup number 1 of ESL.
Indeed, very, very well played there by SK. We saw Kartoffel in the last map dominating, only allowing their opponent 3 kills. SK doing the exact same, 22 kills to 2 in that game.
Yeah, that's pretty snowbally. But yeah, there was a chance for the team of Kartoffel to actually get back into the game, but they couldn't get it. The SK was so efficient in executing everything they did, but also the fact that they left Vala alone in that bottom lane. That I think that's where SK got the advantage. Vala was alone in that bottom lane, and she was soaking up the experience for SK, which allowed them to get ahead, and then they stayed ahead.
Indeed, very well played there. So, do we know who SK will be playing next?
Let's take a quick look. We are looking at either Fast Forward. It's going to be Fast Forward, actually.
Excellent. So we are going to be heading into that game as soon as possible. I'm really looking forward to this, to seeing SK play some more incredible play so far.
Alright, and ladies and gentlemen, we're going to head into a quick music break. And after the music break, we'll be back. I'm Tekno, and with me is Thatcher. We're bringing you all the action tonight.